What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to another stream, and we are at stream number 35. Woo, we are getting up there in numbers, huh? So, we are currently at 13 followers. We're still slowly moving up a little bit. Um, but yeah, today we're just gonna be doing a normal type of thing we've been doing. Although I did start a new painting today, or yesterday. That I'm going to be working on. So a little bit different than the geometric ones, like the ones behind me, but I did an art show over the weekend, my second one ever, because I really don't like going out and showing my stuff, but I'm getting used to it now. But I actually sold one of my paintings that was a lot like this, but it was I called it Gold Mine. It was black and gold. The whole thing was black and gold, but it was the same type of pattern. Um, so I got to thinking, like, I'm gonna try to do a different design, but make the colors do this thing. I wish I knew the name of it, like the actual um like scientific name, I guess, for it, unless it doesn't exist yet. But I've noticed that when I put certain shades of certain colors next to each other, like right next to each other with no border, and the painting moves a little bit, or like you move your eyes a little bit, it literally looks like they're like your brain is just erroring, like can't see it like properly. And I just love when that happens. I think it's the coolest, like, I don't know, weird like visual distortion. You know, I don't know why I put these ones so far away. Oh, that's probably why. The light's right there. Oh, that's nice. Like a light from heaven coming down. Yeah, that works. All right, so like I was saying, oh, I got some new headphones too. I'm using the mic on this for this stream, so if it sounds all messed up, I will switch it back. But yeah, I haven't said this in a while, so I'm just gonna say it uh, right now. The reason I talk funny is because I have no teeth right now, and I am in the process of getting new teeth finally. It's been like a process that I've needed to go through for years, but um, it's been hard talking without teeth, obviously. So I'm doing my best. So if you hear a lisp or I sound funny, that is why. I actually have an appointment tomorrow for the second part of making my teeth. So I'm super excited about that. But I just wanted to give everybody a heads up. That's why I talk funny or it sound like I have a lisp or something like that. All right, so let's hit the roulette wheel on YouTube. See what we get. Um, are the drones in New Jersey looking for a nuclear warhead? Ooh. Let's watch this one. Hold on. We don't got audio. Always check your audio, guys. Like I'm a professional here. Wait, I'm not getting any audio. Most interesting. Dude, did the last stream, when I reset it, have no audio? That wouldn't be good. Also, the chat has been pissing me off. I cannot figure out why it will only show me sometimes. Anyway, alright, let's try and fix this. I also got a mouse finally. Um, think it's because okay, control audio via OBS. Where is it? YouTube browser. Come on, baby. Give me some audio.
State. There's been dozens and
Can't
dozens of
hear anything now. What the fuck? Why? Why does this happen? Is it because of my new headphones?
witnesses posting videos.
Like, you guys can hear it, but... Alright, hold on. Let's figure this out. That's weird, because I never use control audio by OBS. It's usually through desktop audio. So what's going on with the desktop audio? High definition device. Let's see if that works. Oh, we've lost the video. Oh boy. Alright, let me just try and... Oh, I hear it. But there's no... Why? Why? Why must you do this to me, OBS? Come on! I'm like really confused now. Because...
Make pedophiles afraid again. I love it.
Why the fuck can't I hear it? Control audio. That's weird, man.
There's a 11-year-old girl talking.
You guys can... Why is it not... It's not giving me the audio. Hold on. It's fucking insanity. Speakers. Sound output. Think that'll do it?
About things that were done to her.
What the fuck? Sorry, everybody, if anybody's actually watching. I think I know why. I think it's because... Hello? Oh, nope. We got it back. Let's just put it back to the way it was. Okay. Now you should be able to hear me again.
That shouldn't have been done.
Dude. Oh, hold on. Fuck. This isn't happen. This is not cool. I have to say. If I didn't know how to, like, do this shit, I would be so confused. Alright, fuck it. We're gonna have to do a window capture, I guess. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. So annoying. Window capture. Okay. Fucking open this shit. Let's put this up here. Okay. Man, if you ever needed to like watch a stream of somebody just absolutely crumbling inside from technical problems, I mean, this is like no, you don't have to really go much farther. Yeah, it's so loud. Why are you being so loud? My God. Okay. So if I make that full screen, it actually work better. Select a window to capture. I'm trying to. What the fuck? Oh, did we do it? Did I do it? Is it happening? Okay, now we gotta figure out if the audio will actually work. Oh God, it's all different size too. Squeakiness. Okay. You're watching me troubleshoot in real time. Looks good. Okay. What? Can I just click into this window or no? Wait. Oh, I have to actually go to the window. Okay, never mind. Sorry. If I change. Okay. So it's not capturing it that way. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Fine. I'm gonna have to bring chat back up over here. Okay. I think. Well, actually, I didn't check the audio. It's still not working. All right, let's try capture audio. Bro.
To say yet. I mean, I don't
You
know
got it.
enough
Sorry if I blew out your ears. I don't know why that's at like a fucking 1000%.
about it. I haven't dug deep into it yet.
Okay. We got it, baby. That took way too long. I don't know why that happened. Okay. Like, I know, right? Like, can we get painting now? This is ridiculous. Okay. All right. So, like I was probably saying, but got completely overtook by my infinity of a brain. The paint. Watch some of the videos with you guys, and then we're gonna play Path of Exile 2. Yeah. So we're gonna do that right now. I'm gonna restart this though. Let's get this in like fucking 9K because it's so small on my screen. God damn, he uploads in 2160.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the drone sightings that have been happening all over New Jersey and the eastern part of the state. There's been dozens and dozens of witnesses posting videos all over the place online of these things. Some people were saying they're like UFOs. Some people were trying to say that they were like, you know, foreign adversaries flying drones over our country. But who's to say yet? I mean, I don't know enough about it. I haven't dug deep into it yet. I know that there's been tons of them spotted flying over the Raritan River and Picatinny Arsenal, and okay, you know, even over President-elect Donald Trump's golf course in Bedminster. They've also been seen over the coastal areas. Some of them have been recorded following Coast Guard ships There's a lot of people that are stressed about this because they don't know who they belong to or what's going on. There's speculation as to whether it's like a foreign agency or if it's our government, like the federal government, and they're doing something. Some people think that they are malicious. Some people think that they're kind of like innocuous. I know that the FBI is investigating it, the Pentagon, the FAA, everybody's involved, and there's a lot of folks, including congressmen, that are wanting the military to get involved. Some videos came out recently on TikTok from a guy by the name of John Ferguson, who founded a company called Saxon, which is a drone company. Now, Saxon's mission says to provide dependable, rugged, and affordable remote solutions with cutting-edge sensor technology to the worldwide marketplace. This guy specializes in drone technology. He founded a company like that produces drones. Their story: Saxon Unmanned is a manufacturer of long-endurance custom remote aircraft systems with over 25 years of experience in solution development for global air and sea applications. Saxon utilizes advanced propulsion technology to develop aircraft able to achieve flight durations that substantially outclass competitors. The ability of our team to adapt to client and mission requirements and project size results in robust solutions for a wide range of private and public contract opportunities. From project inception through delivery, Saxon is your ideal partner to design and develop turnkey remote systems that maximize your capabilities and potential. Whether the mission goal is security, inspection, asset tracking, and classification, or project progression, successful data collection starts with Saxon Unmanned. Now, John Ferguson, the founder, is a military veteran who has over 25 years of experience in terrestrial and subsea remote system technology in the energy infrastructure and security industries, according to their website. Now, John here released some videos on TikTok that have been circulating all over the internet because of the very intense nature of the things that he's talking about. And he's like, I'm not trying to make clickbait. I'm not trying to spread information or misinformation. He's like, I'm just trying to talk about I'm just trying to talk about my opinions and what his professional opinions are on it. So without delaying it any further, let's get into it. Let's listen to what he had to say, because he put out a 3-part series on what his assessment of these drones over New Jersey was. And this guy's a professional. He's an expert in the field. And so I'm curious. I've only watched a small portion of this, so I'm curious to see what this guy has to say. So let's check it out, and maybe we can learn something about this together.
Hey everyone, my name is John Ferguson. I'm the CEO of Saxon Aerospace here in Wichita, Kansas. I'm not normally a TikTok kind of a guy. I like watching this stuff every once in a while. But I'm a manufacturer of unmanned aircraft, military grade unmanned aircraft, as you can see one of my systems here. There's all of these mysterious drones going on off the East Coast, and as a professional, as a subject matter expert, I wanted to give you all my opinion on what I think could be going on with these drones. I don't particularly believe that these have a nefarious intent. I could be wrong, but I want to give you the truth and what I believe. It's my own opinion, and I've not bounced this off of anybody. So, if you think it's bullshit, whatever, that's cool. I don't want to spread misinformation, as we know that there's a lot of that going around. But anyway, back in the 1980s, Ronald Reagan had dismantled the nuclear program, and there were, with Russia, there were countless nuclear missiles that were disarmed and disposed of. Well, there were over 80, I believe. There were over 80 nuclear warheads that were in Ukraine that came up missing. Okay? We don't know where they are. Maybe
80 warheads that turned up missing in Ukraine. This is the first I've heard of that. I didn't realize that was something going on. I don't know. I mean, obviously, again, this is something this guy's saying. I haven't vetted that information to see whether or not that's true or not. But if what he's saying is true, that's a pretty significant deal. 80 nuclear warheads that are missing.
Maybe somebody does, but nobody really knows where these are. And I speak with some pretty high-level government officials on this stuff, and it seems as though that is the case.
Hey, I do custom artwork for streamers. Would you like to see some of that? Man, that's discouraging. All right, well.
So I spoke to a gentleman a few months ago who was trying to raise an alarm to the highest levels of our government, which they had their ear.
You want to see my art? Look at it, I'm actually painting. Either right? Now, if you can answer some questions on chat for me, I'll check it out. I'll check out some of your artwork. I just want to see if you're like actually watching me right now, or if you're just. I'll explain it afterwards, but if you could just do that, that'd be nice. In fact, I'm gonna stop my whole stream right now and just wait until you reply back. See what you have to say. So I'm guessing that's a no. All right, let's get back to this.
Ears closed about this one particular nuclear warhead that he physically put his hands on. He physically touched this warhead that was left over from Ukraine, and he knew that thing was headed towards the United States. Okay.
Your friend, where did he put his hands on this nuclear warhead? That would be my question. Where was your friend exactly?
That is a very serious deal, and everyone knows that the United States government, this administration, is pushing to get into a war with Russia. We all know that. We all feel it. We all see it.
Fucking Biden.
Okay. Well, back up a few years.
Shit up too much.
Do y'all remember when those drones were mysteriously flying across the Interstate 70 corridor from Colorado up into Nebraska, down here into Kansas, and out into Missouri? Well, it was believed that those drones were looking for radioactive material because there had been some material that come up missing here in the United States, and they felt like it was high probability that it would
Well, no, it's not that it seems like a bot. It just seems that here, I'll tell you. You are not. I'm not even gonna like lie. You're probably, I want to say, the 10th person that's used that exact line. And yeah, it does. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I have 13 followers, and barely anybody ever watches me live. And I'm an artist already. I'm freaking poor, man. I'm broke. I'm trying to make money doing this eventually, but I can do my own art. Clearly, I hate to be mean, but man, it's like I stop my whole stream for this shit every time, and I get so excited that it's like somebody actually wanting to, like, I don't know, watch and follow and stuff, and it just always ends up to be like a scam or something, or somebody trying to like.
nuclear or the radioactive material would be taken along the Interstate 70 corridor heading east or west or south. So, from what we understand, they were out there trying to find this radioactive material. Now, drones, they have
Now I know
no
why people
reason
put follower
to be in
only
the air
mode on sometimes.
at night unless you're doing some type of ISR work, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, looking for bad guys, or looking for a victim, a search and rescue victim, or law enforcement, or some type of military project, right? There's no reason for a drone to be flying at night, really, okay? Because they don't see shit. So, unless you have thermal optics, drones really don't see stuff. You need to do mapping during the day. If you're going to do farming stuff, mostly do it during the day. The only reason why you would ever fly an aircraft, an unmanned aircraft at night, is if you're looking for something, whether it be a person or trying to smell gas. We have methane gas detection systems that can detect gas leaks in pipelines. You really wouldn't use thermal optics for trying to find gas leaks, just simply because the only way you're actually going to find a gas leak with thermal optics is if the gas leak is aggressive enough that it has a difference in temperature, because thermal imaging, it creates a digital image based off of the temperature variance. So whatever is different in temperature, it creates an image. Usually gas leaks so slow that it goes quickly into ambient before you can even see it. So we have special sensors that can detect gas leaks. We also have special sensors that can detect radioactive material. So with this gentleman that I had spoken with, who was trying to raise the alarm to try to get somebody in the government to say, hey, we need to work together to go try to find this nuclear warhead, none of that ever happened. They knew that warhead was on its way to the United States. That's all that ever came of it. Nothing ever happened. This government did not do anything at all to help this gentleman raise the alarm and raise awareness that there is a very deadly weapon on its way to the United States. It's out there. Nobody knows where it's at now.
Yeah, something's gonna happen.
It left Europe. Now it's gone. So my own guess, is that these drones are not nefarious in intent. If they are, they are, but I doubt it. But if they are drones, the only reason why they would be flying and flying that low is because they're trying to smell something on the ground.
Huh?
That's it. There's no other reason for a drone to be flying in the air other than to piss a bunch of people off at night.
Okay, so what this guy is saying is that he thinks that the federal government is controlling these drones and that they're using them to try and detect a nuclear warhead that's potentially in the country that came here from Ukraine when they went missing. That's my interpretation of what he's saying, which I think is pretty plain to understand.
That's it. So, my belief is they're trying to smell something on the ground. Gas leaks, radioactive material, whatever. So, and do I think that that they're coming up out of the ocean? No, I don't think so. Drones that are multi-copter type drones, not the fixed wing aircraft that look like regular airplanes, but the multi-copters, they only have so much battery life. They have hybrid versions that are gas powered with electric, but those can still only fly for a short period of time. There's no way in hell that any drone is going to go miles off the coast as a multi-copter and fly into the interior of the United States and do a bunch of work and then turn around and fly back. It's just physics will not allow that to happen. So these drones, I believe, are launched from a location that nobody knows, but I do believe that they're flying low enough that they're just trying to sniff the ground and try to find something. So again,
Maybe.
I hate to be a pessimist or a guy that thinks, directly to the negative. However, I know as a professional, we build professional stuff for the military, you know, I believe that they're actually out there trying to smell something that's very important. So anyway, let me know what you think of this video. I'm not trying to gaslight. I'm not trying to scare people. I'm just trying to let people know that this is a serious deal. Um, it's only serious for what the potential could be, you know, or for what the potential is. You know, there's a lot of them out there. They're flying all over. They're flying low. They're flying at night. There's
Did
no
it
reason
work?
for it other than to smell something. So anyway, God bless. I hope you all
Oh,
have a wonderful Merry Christmas.
oh, what's up, big guy, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. I was worried about you. How you feeling? Uh-oh. Man, this whole chat problem is ridiculous. I can't. Oh, wait, we got something. It repeated, but still alive. Gotta be. Oh, damn. I got you. What do you got to study? Everything? So, I swear, one of these days I'm gonna figure out this chat thing. Drive me nuts. Currently, history and math. Gotcha. I actually loved history. Um, when I was in school, that was like one of the one things besides art that I loved, and I actually like passed pretty easily. Math, however, definitely not my not my strong suit. Yeah, no worries, man. I love when you stop by anytime. I mean, honestly, you could stop by for like a second, and that makes my day anyway. So, yep, just watching a video about these drones that are everywhere in the state. Working on this new painting too. I know math is just like it's weird because I love geometry, and like it sucks because a lot of times I'll have to figure out some like ridiculous math problem to like get the angles right. And then I'm just thinking back to like how much I hated math in school, but now and how like I said I would never use it, and now I'm using it for like the most obscure thing that you could possibly need it for. I keep getting these conversations with these like I think they're bots because they say the same thing every time about artwork, and it just doesn't make sense to me why they come to my channel while all channels to try and like get me to use their artwork. Ah, it's 4 more days of history, math, Dutch, English, and then Christmas holiday. Yep. I know Christmas is so close. It freaking always sneaks up so fast on me. I gotta go out and finish shopping. I barely have like anything, so I'm hoping like I can figure something out in the next week or so. Luckily, my daughter has like, you know, her mom who buys like goes crazy on Christmas, and her grandparents too. So my daughter always ends up with like so many freaking presents that it's like too much, you know? So even if I can't really afford it, she definitely like gets enough of stuff, you know? That's all I really care about. I know. Christmas freaking awesome. I wish I could enjoy it more because it really is like so stressful sometimes, but I always try to think of like the actual, like meaning of it, I guess. And then New Year's, yeah. New Year's is always fun. Last year I took my daughter out um up to this town near us called Northampton, and they have like their own little like ball drop, but it doesn't drop, it goes up. And it's a lot of fun. There's so many fireworks. Ever felt depressed? Oh yeah, I've gone through some crazy times in my life. I've been pretty much the most I was pretty much the most happy at times, and then went to possibly the most depressed, and just, yeah, pretty much the worst feeling you could possibly think for a long time. And I actually really didn't get out of that until like recently. I would say 2020 to like 2022, 2020, like half of 2023 maybe. I was really bad. It's crazy when you think about it, when you think back on it, when you're not, just how bad it can be and how much it like really just messes with your head. So yes, I have dealt with that a lot in my life. I actually thought that I might still be, but that I was diagnosed bipolar, but it mostly like had mostly I think had to do with my testosterone. I found out that my testosterone was like literally so low that it was like almost undetectable, which is crazy. And it had been that way for years, and it just made so much sense to like all these different things that were happening to me at the time. And like I should have gone in way earlier to get that checked, but um unlike everybody else right now, I'm actually on testosterone for like actually like a legit reason, and not to like get muscles or something. But it's helped immensely. It literally completely changed my life. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Literally, I had no idea how much testosterone actually can affect pretty much every system in your body. Um, and which it did for me. So once I started, it took a long time to like actually begin in like enjoying the effects of it, like getting results from it. But I'd say it took like almost a year for it to like fully start to like work on me. But yeah, now it's great. Yeah, man. Especially when you go through stuff like that, it's really hard to bounce back. I definitely understand that. That shit can be hard, especially stuff with family and like, people close to you. I don't know. The more I've been thinking about it, as much as I would love to be like, I guess, in a relationship again, I don't know. Just the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I really just, I'm, I think I'm good for a long time. Uh, I just really like the freedom. Like, I've been in relationships and lived with, women and obviously had kids, and it's just, it's great. But at the same time, when you realize, like, when you're by your, you're, like, I'm free, Like, I can do pretty much whatever I want. Like, obviously I take care of my daughter and everything too, but luckily her mom and me are like pretty much best friends. So it's always been cool between us, which I can say for a lot of people, it doesn't work out that well a lot of times, unfortunately. I wish it did, but yeah, it's interesting how things happen. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Oh, what's up, Random Man Noir? We got two OGs in the building. Yeah. But it definitely is, shit can get lonely sometimes, unfortunately. Man, this pencil just wants to freaking ruin my day. All right, this is not the right brush. I gotta use this one. Bumpity, bumpity. Here, let me play it. Sorry.
And let me know what you think of the video. Thank you.
Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, basically, to summarize that whole piece, and there's two more parts to this, by the way, which we'll watch as well. But this piece obviously is just him talking about his friend had his hands physically on a nuclear warhead and then it went missing. And I don't know how he got the information that it was transported to the United States or it was being transported to the United States. Because that's a bold assumption if he's just assuming. I don't think he's assuming necessarily. I think that's probably
Why
like
would it be coming
information that
here
was
though?
passed to
Like,
him,
just
probably
like
from
to
his
strike
friend.
us?
Though don't know who his friend is. He doesn't give up his friend's name or say who he is or which country his friend was in or anything when he was sending it over here or when he got his hands on it. But let's listen to the next piece and see if he goes into detail a little bit more on what he thinks. There's drone assessment part 2.
Okay, so I'm picking up on the the second video here. Um, the FAA requires
Oh,
all unmanned aircraft to fly.
it's just it's the planets. I drew my own little interpretation of it, and it honestly didn't come out at all what I wanted it to come out as because it even the I wish I could find the drawing, but the drawing that I did was so much more detailed, and I even like had measured it all out. And obviously, it just looks all smudged together now, but the original one, each one was like way bigger, and it all fit in there. But yeah, it was it's all the planets, including Pluto. But yeah, I've been wanting to get a new tattoo for a while. Um, I didn't get that one until like 5 years ago, I think. And honestly, I'm surprised I haven't gotten another one yet. But I with tattoos, I really wanted to make sure it was what I want, and I was actually kind of upset that this didn't turn out the way that I like had in my head. But I don't know. I guess I just need to go to a different artist. His style wasn't really like, I don't know. The tattoos that he normally did weren't like at all the type of style that I had. So thank you, thank you. Yeah, I wish I could find the original paper because it was just they looked a lot cooler. Like they each are like their own little like interpretation. So some don't look, like at all like it. Some have geometric patterns on them and stuff like that. But um, yeah, actually makes me think about that. I always like wanted like my next idea for a tattoo would be like the other side, my other arm, but doing like three circles here that are all geometric patterns that I design. And I've just been trying to like come up with like good designs, but at the same time, like I don't know, I feel like if I'm gonna do it like that, I really want to make sure I can find an artist that can do, geometric stuff or like mandala type painting or I mean tattoos and do it that way instead of just going to like whoever and being like, "Hey, can you do this?" and then just trying instead of like it being like part of how they, I guess, normally tattoo. I don't know. I've seen some really cool ones on like Instagram where they look like they're made out like they're a sticker. It's freaking sick. No worries, man. Have fun studying. I feel like that's a horrible thing to say, but I hope it's not too rough. And I hope the time goes by quick for you. But yeah, have a great day, man. I'll see you in the next stream. Man, when they say talk like walking and or talking and chewing, walking, talking and chewing gum, sounds easy, but goddamn, man. Me trying to like talk while I'm putting down these lines is hilarious. This pencil is pissing me off though, I have to say. I started using these black pencils that work really well, but the freaking look at my hand. So it's just like it's getting so like the pencil's spreading so much that it's literally changing the color of the paint, which is not making me happy. And I really don't want to have to do two coats on all of these. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna do this alternating pattern of just these colors, or if I'm gonna do like I don't want to do a rainbow. I want to do like something different. Yeah. All right, let's continue the oh, Sean, how was your day? What time is it where you are? Are you all? Oh, right. You're also in Europe, so that would be what is it? It's nighttime there, or it's like the afternoon. I get so confused sometimes because it's almost 8:45 in the morning here. 14. What's that? So, okay, so it's like 2:45. Okay. Or 1:45. Damn. Time is crazy, huh? What happened with you today then? Thank you for stopping by. Man, I am not. I'm really trying not to drag my hand in the pencil, but I, I painting like above the canvas like this while down and not on an eagle is a whole different type of difficulty. It looks cool on camera though. Oh, that's nice. Sometimes you just hit like a perfect like paint line. It feels so good. But then other times you hit these lines where it's ugly. Especially when all this paint is bleeding into the seizure? Really? Jesus, man. Are you okay? Did you see a doctor? That shit's not cool. Damn, man, I hope you're alright. Shit. Do you normally, like, have you had those before? Damn. That's so crappy. I'm sorry, man. Do you have to take like any type of medicine for it, or is it just like kind of a random thing? Damn, I feel bad, man. I hope you feel better. That's not I hope that doesn't happen again. I don't know how you prevent stuff like that. So crazy how the human body works. I have to say, this looks way better on the camera than it does in real life, which is usually what happens. Uh-oh. Are you calling me? Fuck. My phone's vibrating. Who's calling me? God damn it. Oh, oh, it's my daughter. Here, 1 second. Sorry. Let me just God damn it. 1 second. I'm gonna go dark for a second. I just need to talk to my daughter on the phone. Okay, we're going pre-intro. All right, we're back. Sorry about that, everybody. I didn't realize it's a 2-hour delay today at school because of the snow. Oh, brother. Which is stupid because I actually was out driving earlier and it was snowing, but definitely fine, especially for New England. All right.
That are flying at night to have nav lights. These nav lights are standard nav lights like you would see on any other aircraft, right? It tells you if you can't see the orientation of the aircraft, then you can see the nav lights and you can determine your orientation of the aircraft by watching these nav lights. But again, the fact that these unmanned systems are using nav lights means that they're complying with FAA regulations, right? To fly no higher than 400 feet. That's the law. Those are the rules. And if you violate that, then you pretty much stand the risk of getting your license taken away. All drone operators commercially have to have an FAA Part 107. It's very simple to get. You can go on YouTube and type in FAA 107 study course, and you can go get your go to pay $150 and get your drone license, and you can do this in less than a week, right? So again, they seem to be following the FAA regulations. Okay, so
what that means to me is if they're following FAA regulations, like he's saying, if they are in fact following the FAA regulations and they're staying below that 400 feet and they're running with their running lights, then it's probably somebody that wants to follow the laws and regulations of the United States, which if it's an adversary, they're not going to care about that stuff at all. They're not interested. Or if it was like some kind of unidentified aerial phenomenon, they're not going to care about that either. But that means that it's probably being controlled by somebody that understands, number one, understands what the rules and the laws are, and number two, doesn't want to violate those rules. At least based on what he's saying, if in fact those drones are flying below 400 feet and operating with running lights on them.
I'm going to take this aircraft here that I showed you earlier, and I'm going to put the battery in it. So you can see here that we have standard drone lights, right? Those are the nav lights, and if you're going to fly at night, you have to see those aircraft. You have to see those lights fly, or you have to see those lights from roughly 3 miles. So now we're going to go to the communication system. The communication system is very complex. I don't believe that they're flying from vessels offshore because there's only a few things that you can do with your communications. With a standard radio link, which is C2 and video, command and control and video link, your antennas are only going to allow you to fly so far. Okay? So I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to try to do this here. But I'm going to draw a line here.
Didn't they use each other drone to make a mesh network, though?
Now, this area here
to like piggyback
is where your drone's going to fly. And that's with a standard antenna that is kind of directional, moving this way. The other thing we have is a dipole antenna. And that's just a straight up antenna. It kind of just looks like this. You probably have seen them. But they send out a signal like this. And we're using about 1 watt of power, okay? Mm-hmm. So with 1 watt of power, with a dipole antenna that sends out a signal of 360 degrees, with 1 watt of power, you may only get, maybe 1,000 yards, or maybe 2,000 yards, So you're not going to get very far. But if you go with a directional antenna and you look at like a pie, like this is half of the pie, and your drone's flying out here, okay, you're taking that 1 watt of power and you're sending it out this way. You may be able to fly here, and that will give you maybe a mile, maybe more than a mile. Okay, so having the vessel or the drones flying off miles off the coast is not feasible. The second thing is
the whole flying off the coast not being a feasible thing. One of the reasons he's probably bringing that up is because somebody, I don't remember who was talking about it or who brought it up, but somebody was claiming that Iran had some sort of a mothership that was launching drones from the ocean miles offshore to fly over the United States. I don't remember who it was that said it. I never believed it. I thought that was nonsense. When I heard somebody bring it up to me earlier this week, I think somebody told me on Tuesday that somebody had been saying that was what was going on, but obviously not something that seems feasible or realistic. But that's a key point that he's bringing up.
You have to look at your flight time. You have drones that have gas, like the multicopters, like the one I showed you. They have gas engines that push electric motors. They're called hybrid systems. Still, they may only get really roughly 90 minutes of flight time. Okay?
Wait, really?
So now, the other thing you can do with your antennas is here you are. You can go at a 45 degree. Okay? You're still pushing 1 watt of power. That means that you're not wasting all your power over here and over here, but you're pushing all of that power this way. So this could be a range of 10 miles that you could fly. Okay? So if you're flying out 10 miles, what's the difference between here and here? That could be 15 miles or 10 miles. We don't know, right? So again, you're only at 10 to 15, maybe 20 miles tops, okay? So the next thing that you can do is you can use a tracking system. So wherever the drone flies, the antenna will lock onto the drone, and you're pushing a small beam with 1 watt of power. Now you could go to 2 watts of power, but now you're starting to get into FCC regulations, right? You actually have to have authorization to fly an aircraft using radios with 2 watts of power. So if your drone is here and you fly out, you might be able to go 100 miles. But the tracking system has to track. So wherever the aircraft goes, right? Wherever the aircraft goes, that antenna is going to track that drone. And if you lose lock on that aircraft, then the aircraft has a safety feature that will allow it to come back. So it's a fail-safe.
Whoops.
Do I think that they're coming up out of the ocean? No, I don't think so. Drones that are multicopter type drones, not the fixed wing aircraft that look like regular airplanes, but the multicopters. They only have so much battery life. They have hybrid versions that are gas powered with.
God damn it.
Seems
maybe more than a mile. Okay.
All right.
So
I was trying to say, this stream's gonna be a little short today. I didn't realize I have a bunch of shit that I have to do. So I'm hoping and trying that. Wow, I can't talk this morning. Jesus. I'm going to try to go back on later today and do a Path of Exile stream because I really want to. And I really like that game, and I haven't really been able to play the past couple days because I just haven't really had time to do it. So hopefully later today we can do a Path of Exile 2 stream. What are we at? We're at like an hour and 8 minutes. Oh, it's not too bad. Um, but I just want to say to everybody who stops by, thank you so much. Like, it makes the stream, it makes my day. I just thank you. And I hope the stream is good. I know I have technical difficulties all the time, and it might not be the most well planned out thing. But if you guys enjoy the painting and we react to different videos and play video games and stuff, then I don't mind. I really like doing it, and I want to do it. But I also want to know like what stuff works and what stuff doesn't. But I think it's still a little too early now to tell. But I do have a lot of other plans for this channel to do different things live. Like I have a whole bunch of stuff, but it's like stuff that I can't really do until like, there's like a good amount of people watching because it's just not like feasible. But yeah, it'd be really cool. Shout out to Random Anwar and the big guy for stopping by. Especially shout out to Random Anwar because he is not feeling too good today. So I'm trying to keep him in our thoughts. And shout out to Big Guy also for stopping by today. If I didn't have you two guys, I'd pretty much be by myself. So I appreciate it. All right, let's see if I can just play maybe the rest of it. Oh, this is a long video.
So
I don't know.
having the vessel or the drones flying off miles off the coast is not feasible. The second thing is
The whole flying off the coast not being a feasible thing. One of the reasons he's probably bringing that up is because somebody, I don't remember who was talking about it or who brought it up, but
so we did go as far.
somebody was claiming that Iran had.
okay.
I don't remember who it was but what he's saying is that whoever is flying them is trying to abide by the guidelines and rules and regulations of flying drones, like flying no higher than 400 feet, flying with running lights on. And then also the piece about the directions and like the directional capabilities of like.
I was watching another video about this guy who does like psyops, like for a job, like it was his company's job to like do psyops for like big companies and military and stuff. And he was basically saying like when they're telling you to look in the sky, look on the ground. Like it seems like they're making us focus all our attention on the sky. Which when he said that, I was like, "Oh my God, that is true, huh?" Because like couldn't like if you made everybody focus on something in the sky, which are just stupid drones, and it's just like a whole like there's nothing's really happening there. But at the same time, you've got like shit moving in by train or by, different means that's not even being looked at because everybody is so tuned into the sky I just thought that was a really interesting like thought that this guy had, and this guy's like in that world, so I don't know. It just made sense. Like maybe it's like something's happening that they're trying to keep their attention off of it, and that's one way to do it. I mean, shit. And then I saw another video on the Sean Ryan show. This lady, I wish I knew her name. I want to watch the whole episode. But she's literally talking about how like um what was she saying? She was saying that there was groups in America planning to do a huge like level event that hits multiple cities at at once and disorients the entire country. And I was just like, yeah, that is crazy because I don't know. It feels like we're not prepared. It's weird. It's weird to see the federal government and the military be like, we don't know what this is, and not even pretend to like put something out saying what it is. Really strange. Because if it does end up being something, and they're saying that it's not a threat, which can't, how can you not know if, how can you know if it's a threat or not if it's not like known what it is? And if you do know what it is, then you're lying about it, and that just makes it even weirder. But at the same time, it literally could just be like, here, look at these drones while we're moving this, you know, nuclear weapon or something. I don't know. Pretty cool. All right, guys. I hate to say it, but I have to go. I'm gonna finish up this line here, and I'm gonna have to end the stream, unfortunately. Fuck. I really wanted to stay on long today, but I have got to do a thing. Fucking yell at T-Mobile on the phone. How can they charge so much for their service? It's like really unbelievable. Alright. Shit. Oh man, I really fucked that up. Good thing the next line will cover that up. I'm like almost out of this red mix. And if I paint anything like out of the outside lines of these blob things, it's because it's most likely gonna be black in the outline. I'm like seriously messed up today. All right, that looks pretty cool so far. Let me put it. That that's the way it's supposed to be looked at anyway. Looks cool, huh? Oh no, no, no! You can see all the bad details if I zoom in too much, but coming along nicely. So, all right, everybody. I'm gonna call it. I will hopefully be on later today. I'm really, really trying. Thank you for stopping by, to everybody. Shout out to Random Anwar. Shout out to the big guy, 19,999. I will see you guys in the next stream. But this has been good. No, bad man. And I am clicking the button to outro.